And zap him. A second. Yay! Hello and welcome to Hexcrank Live. My name is Cole, and I am here with a new streaming series continuing the Penumbra collection of games. This is Penumbra Black Plague. Hey there, Eric. So, when last I streamed, I finished up Penumbra Overture. Our main character, Phillip, he reached the bottom of the mine and found a very strange compound full of people and stuff, and he was attacked. And now he is waking up into a new world of horror. Okay. Oh, I thought things were in better shape down here. Look how ugly and gross everything is. You call that a mattress? Feh. Bear Taco says, that's piss. Yeah, that's kind of right at crotch level. Is that my piss? And I had a jug right there. Oh, unacceptable. Somebody's getting the business next to me. Eric asks if I got in some good playtime with my cat. Yeah, let me share a photo from earlier today, actually. Just, let's see here. This is the cat that I got this week. I was talking about her last time. Her name is Greta. Yeah, she's a little American short hair. Tiny, tiny little girl. That's actually her sitting on top of like a little file cabinet thing that I have. I'm sitting on the ground. Yeah, she is fucking adorable. Although she's giving me a run for my money psychologically right now. She meows when I'm away, and I figure, oh, that's because she doesn't like being trapped in her little safe room. No, she meows because she wants me to be in that room with her. I open the door and she does a little exploring, but she comes back and then meows until I go back to her. So I have to break her of that habit. But otherwise, she is a good cat. What I don't want to do is kind of make her just completely dependent, you know? Glow stick in case we need a rave. But yeah, she is extremely cute. Between light and shadow exists an entire world. That world is necessarily our own. Get out now. Okay, so I've never played this before. I had played Penumbra Overture a couple of times, but never took the plunge to do Black Plague. So yeah, things are not doing too good down here in the bunker. Bear Taco asks, what's up with these games? Are they Amnesia-style stealth horror? Yes, this is the same team that did Amnesia. This old trick, huh? Okay, the coin's just a little bit too thick. Ready to squeeze anything or anyone. You a freak, Phillip. Hey, Rex Quantum. Yeah, this is the game that Frictional made Or the series Frictional made before Amnesia. Oh, thank you, Eric. Okay, May 2001. I wasn't sure how long I'd been out, but my head still hurt. Either it hadn't been long, or they hit me really hard. I didn't have a clue what was going on, and all of a sudden I really didn't care. I was getting out. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, Eric congratulated me on passing the $100 mark on Patreon. That's patreon.com/hexcrank. I just put up the new... Oh, was that the person who was screaming before? I just put up the new retrospective for the public today about the thoroughly underwhelming, horror-themed dungeon crawler Don't Go Alone. You can just go to hexcrank.com and see that. What are you? Well, I guess you got my last note. We're through the thick of it now. If you, like me, have just escaped into the ventilation, we shouldn't be far from the stronghold set up in the mess hall. Should be safe there. I've been marking my route. If you follow that, you should be fine. Almost home and dry now. I heard Howard's been working on a cure. Maybe we can beat this thing after all. Maybe, when I get back, we'll be able to sort everything out, and by the time you make it through, you'll be just in time for tea and medals. Maybe even some hot chocolate, how about that? I can't wait. I love hot chocolate. Neil Oswald, Chief Chemist. P.S. Careful of the mess hall security. I designed it myself. It's sensitive to organic material. But I'm organic material. Rex... What do you mean? Rex Quantum says, "Oh shit, Duckfeed has pop-ups now." Is that true? Do I need to bust some heads? Yeah, that's the case. I need to fix that tonight. Sorry, I didn't notice that. Faderade. Oh, like flyby subscribe notices on the stream. Is it because I mentioned the Patreon that's a goof, or is it actually something on the stream that like pops up, says, "Hey, please subscribe," blah blah blah? Oh, you know what, Rex Quantum, you subscribed and then it popped up on Twitch with the alert sound, and I didn't hear it because I was yeah. I have to play this full screen because of weird window stuff. Okay. Yeah. What I don't want is either to be annoying when I promote stuff, or to have some kind of weird spyware thing break it. Oh, I was distracted. Yeah, no, I put on those subscriber notices just in case I forgot to thank people. It would pop up on and thank them automatically. All right, so because this is physics based, I can make myself a little bridge. Just push install Bonzi Buddy on everybody's PC after subscribing. God, fucking Bonzi Buddy. I remember, like, going over to a friend's house because his computer had a talking gorilla on it. And I'm like, oh, you gotta see this. Uh-oh. What is that? That is one door I don't mind being locked. Let's, the stench in here is unreal. More piss jugs. Let's raise truck bombs. Okay, ketchup is not collectible. Oh no! I'm in the void. Okay, how do I shut off those pipes? Bear Taco asks, have I played Soma? Yes. Yes, I have. Maybe I have to break it with something heavier. Rex Quantum says they had to cheat this puzzle with a walkthrough. That'll be a record for me if I have to do that. Time to walk through on stream. Thank you, whoever that was. Okay, will this hurt? Yes, it will. Oh, fun. Oh, that was Zach. Yeah, my whole setup is strange, but I've got my chat over on a different monitor because I can't, for some reason, I can't play this in windowed. So I don't have my usual suite of tools like right up in front of my eyes. I've got just the game, and then over in the corner I've got the chat. With a game this age, I guess I'm just lucky it streams at all. So I am not upset. I will definitely say things wrong, though. Okay, that stuff might be cold enough to kill me. Maybe by noting it, it makes something else interactable. Okay. I have a mild spoiler. Maybe this will help. I shouldn't have just laughed at the presence of Fade Arrayed. Still ice cold. Oh, so this is extremely dumb. To trick the thermostat, I have to get... Oh, man. That's too much. I have to get a cold can of pop and hold it next to the thermostat to convince it that it doesn't need to pump any more coolant. That is either some very cold soda, or that is a very broken thermostat. Weird. And hey, it even let me keep the pop.
Chef Carlito is waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
That could be me if I don't get out of here soon. Oh, it's Oswald. He's the guy who left the notes. Okay, Darren Gray, age 32, Australian. He is on the excavation team. First symptoms, patient reported mild disorientation and was asked to lie down. Mild sedatives administered. Hour 3, patient develops a rash on his neck. Possible infection entry point. Hour 4, 2 out of 3 full symptoms manifested. Deja vu. Patient reports that he has already undergone standard tests when I am the only one who could have administered them. Paranoia. Said testing is abhorrent to the patient. I will have no doubt that the third symptom, oral distortion, will take hold within the next 30 minutes. Abnormal noises, even disembodied voices and alternate personalities are commonly reported in other effective staff. Hour 6. Patient secured as per archaic standard. Procedure. Bolted the bastard down myself. We can't protect ourselves from infection, but we can take precautions with the infected. Hour 7. Patient pronounced expired by common consent of all those present. Expiration was caused by an overdose of insulin. Ugh. I administered the dose myself. Death did not occur for another 13 minutes. 3 times the expected figure. I wonder to what extent Gray could still be considered a man. Okay. Semtex? What? Secret water barrels. Is this Black Mesa? Poker tool. Ruh-roh. Only trusted blood will get through? Today's keep the unpure out. Not used for food anymore. Huh. Rex Quantum shares a haiku about old Ozzy here. Oswald dead, go home. Now we know the mystery. Dead guy with a note. It seems very unwise to unbarricade a door that is barricaded as much as that is. Oh, this looks like a pursuit hallway. Okay, there's a tape player there. Some alcohol. And our good old friend, the canister. These things are everywhere. There's still a part of me that's in there. Something that's drawing me in. Somebody spilled their V8. Damn that lock. Okay, there might be a ventilation shaft to get in. Will a coin work? Wait, what? A little ghoulish, but it should be a decent fallback if the torch cuts out. I didn't see these before. Hey, Jella.
My name, Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, Code C, imprisoned. Observing the Turngaait movement, I predict that it will be my cell they visit next. To my knowledge, I am the last remaining member of the Elevated at this facility, and so it falls upon me to ensure that Xeno protocol is not compromised. For that reason, I record here the only way I have discovered to neutralize the violent. The species... No, please!
Okay. So I think maybe that lock has a bit of an electronic component. The ventilation system is working. Oh, Jala finished Goetia. Goetia. I forget how I had to pronounce that. I had to pronounce Goetia for the billboard on the most recent level. I forget how the internet lady told me to pronounce it. So. Okay, from 1994, Hurricane Jean. I need to start thinking on this game's wavelength, because I don't like being stuck like this. Okay. Okay, so what I have learned is just throw everything at everything and you'll be fine. This must be the guy who was dragged screaming out of his cell. And then this must be, yeah, that's my original cell with the mystery piss stain. All these empty boxes. What is this, my garage?
Something isn't right.
Uh-oh. We have our first enemy. Oh, he's a naked boy. He's a naked boy with a nightmare crotch. Hey dog, what's up with your ding dong?
What
Uh-oh! Oh, no, 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 no. Uh-oh. So, this is... this is more in line with Amnesia than with the original Penumbra. I do not believe that there is combat to be had here. And that's why they put up this barricade. Let's see if he's still there. Yep, totally still there. Okay, what I need to do is get into one of those cells and wait for him to pass.
Who there?
I think his nightmare crotch precludes him from wearing pants. Go back to whatever weird bridge you crawled out from under. Alright, so I've got a syringe and I've got some painkillers. And I guess this door will be open. Oh wait, I've got a syringe. I can... assume... Oh, he wrote that he was unaffected, so... and I can clean this out with the alcohol that I found. Yeah, his blood has to be all like crazy coagulated by now, unless he died very recently. Okay, presumably this is supposed to be a safe space. Did they set up fake starlight? Yeah, not quite the haven. You're too late, sorry. We packed up and left today. It's been 6 months since we established this stronghold, and a year since we released the Turngaait virus. Clearly there's no one coming to rescue us. We took a vote, and decided to head for the old mine shafts this installation was built over. Right towards the start of the Troubles, one of the scientists got out that way. We haven't heard back from him, but you never know. The vote was 8-3 in favor. Anyone returning to this point, I suggest you do the same. There couldn't be more than a few survivors out there, even now, and more of our number are disappearing, losing it or getting infected. You can make it out via the sewers, then into the shafts. Finally, we'll all have to find a way up and through the ice. We may yet die of cold, but it is better than what happened to Gray. Who is Gray? The only person who may be still out there is Howard, kind of our leader. He left the base a few weeks ago, and that's part of what led us to this. He'd converted the kitchen into an office and was translating some old texts when he claimed to have found a way to counteract the disease. I guess he didn't make it. Amabel Carlito, the sous chef. Welcome to the shelter. Please obey the rules. Okay. So I've got to find a way to move forward. Maybe if I overturn this, it'll cause like a weird drainage problem? Possibly? Do I have a lighter? Maybe I need to start a fire? I think maybe if I start a fire, then I'll be able to get through that emergency door. Yeah, Jala is recommending I play a phone game called The Company. She's making it sound pretty cool. There we are. Now where is the sprinkler up here? Ugh, can you imagine how rancid the water in that would be? That probably alerted some folks. That's not my mission. Nobody down here deserves ketchup for what they did. So I will break every ketchup bottle that I find. Okay, this is where Howard was. This is where my character's dad holed up to try and find a cure for the Turngaait virus, or what they conceive of as a virus. This timeline might be enlightening. Let's see here. Okay, 1910, they opened up the mine, etc. World War II. Heightened suicide rates. Command bunker, war ends. They find an artifact. Archaic becomes aware of the events in Greenland in 1973. Huh. So, they were the people who built this shelter. They found a lot of different substances, had to close down a lot. In April of 2000, investigation of Turngaait tomb scheduled by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Wait, there was something about my character's dad in there. Primary excavation uncovers the Turngaait tomb. Excavation continued despite protests from Howard LaFresque. Huh. One of my problems with the previous Penumbra and then this is that it's hard to, not hard, but inconvenient to tell what is, like, what is a physics object and what is picked up to use for puzzles. So, like, there's a world in which I click on that and it goes into my inventory. Oh! Was that the X-Files theme? Wait. Do-do-do-do. Alright. I can use this CD here.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation, built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the Archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the Archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals.
Fasten yourself to something
In a worst-case
solid.
scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Chain yourself to a radiator and take your cyanide pill. Yeah, Zach is right. This is really Soma. Okay, the following password changes. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Maybe don't write those down. Research.txt. Oh, so this is Howard's research notes. My research has uncovered something fascinating. Time and again, I warned Overseer Frisk that I needed time to perform a full textual analysis before my translation could be considered complete. He went ahead with the excavation anyway, and now he has paid the price. This facility's security level is high enough that no trace of it exists beyond the confines of these walls. Not even the Archaic Central Caste have records of its location. In fact, the only link to this place in the outside world is the notes I left behind many years ago. However, since the virus was released over 1 year ago, no rescue attempts have been made. Not one person has tried to enter the facility. Just before the virus was released, I sent a message out to someone I could trust. I can only assume that my son, Phillip, has received the note and done as I asked. No matter what happens down here, at least I can rest easy knowing that no trace remains of this place, that these secrets will stay buried alive. Oh. So the containment was actually intentional. He really did want Phillip to burn those letters instead of going and instead of going and investigating them further, which nobody in any horror situation has ever done. It just burnt the mysterious letters. I've learned over the years never to put too much weight on any one discovery, but the information I now hold is vital not just to our survival, but to the future of our species. First thing in the morning, I intend to call on volunteers to set out into the infected area of the shelter. No one will come, but I shall ask all the same. I'll make a move for the library research station first. Then it's all unknown variables. After that, I shall simply have to put my faith in this discovery. If I am wrong about this, I will barely make it through residential. To think I left my family for this place, for this organization. Which is more horrible, that I sacrificed something so dear, or that I do not regret it for a second? Okay. Number 236 1167. So Howard might still be alive. Ugh, scour your sinks, people. Come on. Tasty flakes. Okay, let's try to proceed. And it's jammed. Meh. Physics doors. You look different. Ah ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm not going through there without a more reliable source of light, he says. Okay. Maybe this is where I'm supposed to find the flashlight, but I just have not. Have not looked hard enough. Somebody was making a fort. Maybe I need to go down there with a lit flare, possibly? Wait. Did I actually check these? Ha ha ha! There we are. All right, so following in old Howard's footsteps, the sewers seemed like the only route out, but it wasn't out that I wanted anymore. My father had found something and I needed to know what. Without that, everything would have been for nothing. Cool. All I have to do is... What? I'm back on the ship. I'm back on the ship from the beginning of the game. From the beginning of... I remember forgetting to put this on. It's a perfect picture of this room, almost. Huh. What's missing? Is that can supposed to be up there? White side should be down, I think. Is the bucket in play? Oh, and the chest should be down here. Okay, this fucking rules. I'm in an otherworld version of the ship. Oh my god. A picture of some eggs? Hi. 10 years ago, did somebody make a game for me? Coffin is unlocked. Maybe those hands are asking for an egg? Okay, this is really cool. Ah! Uh-oh. Well, gee, I don't know about that, Mr. Phillip. Free dog. This is so cool. Yay! Yeah. Who is Egg Dog? Thank you, Jack. It's stuck. High five, buddy. Up high, down low. Okay, so I guess I need to raise these in the right order. Meh. Simon says. Meh. Warm in here. A noose books read. Oh, wow. Those batteries do not last long. My friend Alan has a lead on some good energizers. Ooh. What are you? Huh. Okay, are there like 3 hands or something like that? There's a stained rug. Maybe there's something in the pattern on the ceiling. Maybe I need to place it on... Maybe only place it on the green ones, possibly? Okay, that seems to have both blue and green in it. That's just green. Blue and green, blue and green. Maybe those are the three that I need. No? Oh, okay.
This place is ours.
Oh, hey, I'm playing Fear now. Is this place manifested by my guilt over what I did to Red? Oh, okay. Platforming, no. Penumbra, what are you doing? No. Worm? Yes, it's the worm. Oh. And it shattered into a million pieces.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? What am I doing here? Who am I? Why can't I hear their voices? Thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
You're not real, dog. Now I guess I have to make myself a little jump way. Physics puzzles. I guess if you spend all that time making the physics engine, you gotta do something with it. It is really, really weird to think that Half-Life 2 is 15 years old. 14 years old? I always forget if Half-Life 2 came out in 2004 or 2003. And that isn't like a lol Half-Life 3 will never come out joke. That is more of like a, oh, I'm old and all will soon be dust joke. Ooh, safe room music. Was this Daddy's parlor? Okay, I can switch the power using that fuse box. Video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is déjà vu.
Oh, that's why I went back to the ship.
The only chance we have is a man called Howard. He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library. Oh, and look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is deja vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Okay. Okay, Turngaait Virus Field Notes. By Annabelle. The worst thing about my job. Death helps us learn. Time frame, 5 weeks. Location, hold up in the old mess hall. Research subjects, 3 Archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection, the process, the life cycle of the virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange, out-of-body experiences. Like they've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories, some kind of mental obstacle course, like a video game. These reports inevitably end with the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some sort of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur were the patient to escape the hallucination. Additional note: today, Dr. Eminis confided in me that he has had just such an experience. He insists he feels better than he has in months. I'll keep an eye on him. So the reason that I made a special point to read the entire document about the Turngaait in the previous entry in this episodic series was in order to call attention to the fact that it was going to be very important for this. They unlock some kind of ancient force in the ice. Infected. I'd skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point, I was pretty certain she'd turn out to be crazy.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey? So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen? You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
Okay, so his name is Clarence, and he sounds like he really wants to tell me where I can get a New York slice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Phillip. You've got brain peshies. There's not much time now. Machine room and library. Okay, map time. Yeah, I'm gonna start being chased through here. Ah, the infirmary seems as good a place to go as any. Okay, there's a log that's labeled ID 3061. Computer Central. That's what all the cool kids called my bedroom when they broke in and started doing kickflips and other skateboard tricks off of my stuff. Really wrecked the place up. Hi there, Wiggy Marie. I need a rock with which to break out that thing. Okay, an illustrious past and exciting future, the Archaic, a history spanning centuries. As a member of the Archaic, you are part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself in to the nearest community support officer. The Archaic, as we know it, was founded in 1591 by Francesco Mezzi, a Milanese noble. The foundation of the movement, assumed erroneously by some to be a sect, was the private work of Leonardo di Ser Piero da Vinci, revealed to his most trusted student Mezzi on his deathbed. Many rumors circulated at the time pertaining towards a sexual relationship between the two, and this was an explanation for their secrecy they were quite happy to embrace. Much is held to be known of Da Vinci's engineering work, though in truth, the few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch at the depth of his knowledge. For instance, it is often said of his designs for flying machines that they were entirely impractical. We realize now that they are only impractical when limited by human production materials. The Archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Mezzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down its owner. And even today, Archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we enter the 21st century, the Archaic performs much the same role as it always has, to locate, understand, and protect xeno evidence and life forms, albeit on a far greater scale. Today, our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Ah, so they're on some Assassin's Creed shit. Okay. Yeah, that company game sounds cool. I'll check it out. Storage and machine room. Storage has never wronged me in the past. Residential corridor. We can also find cool stuff in here, probably. Savage, infected, terrified. And now I was hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I needed to find a way through and into the library. Oh, huh, this is where I came out. Bonk. What note did you jot down? By a palm and iris scanner. Huh. Well, the infirmary seems like a good place to get some palms and irises. I mean, the plants. Okay, I am rapidly going in circles. Ooh. Fancy. Ruh-roh. I need some kind of gas mask, I think. Ooh, armory. Oh, you are a tease.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Uh-oh.
Who there? Oh, let's shoot.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago, would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw.
Oh, wow.
I recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
Jella says she hasn't heard Greta. Greta's in her safe room right now. She gets a little bit scared when she's out. When I open the door for her to go explore, she will go and sniff at things around the house, and then go back to her room and meow for me to come in. So she needs a little bit more acclimatization. Just kind of like short little jaunts. So she is currently in her in her room. Although Jolly, you were not around to see this picture, and I assume more people weren't here. So that is Greta, my cat. Since people are interested, she is a perfect little trash goblin. Yep. Not shown are her little racing stripes on her butt. Her surgery scars are healing nicely. So, all right, back to the game. Yeah, I think she's probably out there meowing, or she goes to sleep. She only meows for a little bit, and then gets involved. Server installation, quick start guide. The most common cause of frustration during the installation process is the use of incorrectly formatted circuit cards. Please ensure boot, network, and interface cards are functioning correctly. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of those. Oh, I call her a trash goblin just because that seems like a fun name for a pretty cat like her. That, and I can't decide if she is smart, dumb, or just kind of stressed out. Because she doesn't like to play. However, she will respond when you talk to her. You know, like if I pat on my knee and say up, she will get up on my knee and just kind of sit there being a loaf of cat bread. If I tell her no, she'll stop doing what she does or whatever. But like, I pull out the laser pointer because I want to have fun kitty time, and all she'll really do is look up at me holding the laser pointer as opposed to looking at the dot. So I think maybe the game just wants me to have that guy saw off his hand so I can get into the library, maybe. She knows exactly, like she has a good nose. In fact, dude, she sniffs very loudly when she wants to grab, you know, when she knows something's around. And so to like play with her, I will kind of have treats, and I will, you know, just basically play with her by moving them around from one hand to the other and have her follow them. Or I'll hide treats around the room when she's not in there and then have her go for them. It's just... she does not really respond to toys, and you kind of want to play with a cat so that they don't get bored, is my understanding. So... Okay, so it looks like I will need to get unfried cards from elsewhere. Let's give this guy the saw, see what he do.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Oh. Oh.
Brother, come for us! He's over here! Embrace me!
Whoa.
Glorious void, embrace me!
It's locked probably because of the power surge. Oh god. He's got a nightmare doll. Ah, man. So yeah, he was infected all along. Wasn't that hard to tell, but he kind of seemed like more of a mental case, not a stripped out and have a zombie dong case. Okay, I have all three cards, I suppose. No. I wish there was a way to block that door closed. Huh. Hi, friend. Whoa. It's been exactly 0.00 seconds since you climbed off my dick. And you broke off the door. I just need him to go on patrol, is what I need. Wow, this is such a small area to share with somebody like him. Okay, I need to reprogram those cards. Go away. Can I seal him in the server room, maybe? Alright, take care, Jala. Wait, okay, I can seal him in the server room. Alright, come on in. Okay.
My congratulations. Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
Okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay, what is the green? Huh. How many will this hold? So, I'm worried that... Oh, okay, so boot is red. Network is blue and interface is green. I have green in there, so that should be interface. So, like, that should be on there. Maybe file. Okay, good. Let's try red now. Red should be easy. It's just 3, I think. That would be what?
Human life is so banal.
I can just shut him up by pressing escape. Good. Let's see here. Disk info seems like a boot thing. Where's that circuit set up? That's fine. And hardware locator. Now we just have to do the blue boys. And that would be, I have not used antivirus yet. I have not used hardware locator. Yeah, socket protocol. Definitely haven't used that. Net locator. There's one last of these that I haven't used. Sweet. Okay, good. What are the current operations? Okay, that's the excavation site that I saw back in Overture. Huh, the tomb looks like a building. Okay. Background. The primary excavation site is the central pursuit of the Archaic and Shelter Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility, and as of 2000, has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, on March 3rd, 2000, a tomb was discovered. Current purpose, understanding the tomb and its contents. The bulk of this work is the responsibility of the language team, i.e. Chief Translator Howard Lafresque. His findings are as follows. The tomb was the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngaait is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. Lafresque recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Wow. Pretty expensive operation. Scheduled as of April 2000. A tomb investigation. A team will unseal the tomb for a standard series of probe tests. Operation opposed by Howard LaFresque. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Frisk and scheduled for May 1 of 2000. Final status open. So yeah, the bad stuff started like a month ago. Okay, report filed concerning potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly of radio equipment. Oh yeah, that is very funny. Theory, missing miner Tom Redwood still within mining facility open. So that refers to some of the stuff that we found earlier. The final status is closed. Hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Okay, in January 19th, 1973, the Archaic Central cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident at a remote mining complex in northwest Greenland. The accident coincides with local reports dated over a period of decades concerning abnormal animal behaviors and growth, high suicide rates, and unusual events within the mine itself. These reports centralize over the precise location of the mine collapse, itself reportedly caused by a crazed miner. Xenoactivity is suspected and a full investigation sanctioned. Okay, the purpose is to find the artifacts, etc. After 2 years of construction, Shelter is now practically self-sufficient, eliminating many issues surrounding Archaic privacy concerns threatened during the construction phase by the much increased sea freight required. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew of research staff, supported by a small crew of maintenance and general care personnel. An elevated cast presence of reasonable magnitude is warranted by the potential value of any discoveries. Unskilled labor and resource management is outsourced to discreet local villagers. Plans to adapt more than a fraction of the old mining complex to Archaic needs have been abandoned, and work is now commencing on the excavation site immediately below the facility and within a half-mile of the 1973 explosion site. Security is the highest priority. According to standard procedure, all documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. Yeah. This facility does not exist. Our findings are substances 53, 63, and 70 through 73. Persona TARDIS artifacts, 27, now believed to be somehow related to the contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finis Specialis artifacts, 10, of little real value to the Archaic, but for some reason of great collectible value to the lower caste, and the Turngaait tomb. I wonder if those Persona TARDIS artifacts are the canisters that I'm finding. Ooh, let's see what they're doing internationally. What's the door ID? Okay, I can unlock doors. I think I had some of those in my notes. .3061 to the infirmary. Okay. I think I'm going to do the infirmary and then call it a night. Just because I'm tired and I've got a long day tomorrow. Okay, there's an infected roaming about here. I should hear him before I see him, though. Comforting. What is that? Huh, there's a small box in that wristband. Non-human sample. Please insert new sample and try again. And what is that? Am I not human anymore because of my infection? Oh, hey, video chat, thanks.
Christ, you look worse than the last time I saw you. Though maybe you're just at a higher resolution. Oh, damn it. Note to self, never insult your last hope of survival. I just wanted to give you a word of advice. Those creepy artifacts, we don't know how they work. Or even what they do, I suppose. I saw someone get too close to one once. You probably don't want to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Probably.
He lived a long, happy life?
By the way, if you happen to find yourself in my neck of the woods, I'm kind of trapped. It's no big deal, really. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, no. That's hardly true. They're really completely harmless. Go on, it's just like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket.
Okay, patient report number 1. Chemical tests. Lysergic acid, diethylamide, LSD. Much akin to previous work with felines, the chimpanzees show no ability to cope with the chemical stimulant. Yeah, because you gave chimps acid, dog. Hi, Aaron. I'll be around for a little bit. You can watch this last a little bit. Viscae somnus. Following injection, the subject's heart rate slows to such a rate that for all intents and purposes, it appears dead. In truth, heart rate has dropped to incredibly a safe level, and the subject recovers soon after. Tetrahydrocannabinol. This chemical is held to be entirely safe in moderation, THC, yeah, and produces a relaxation effect in the subject. It remains to be seen whether long-term exposure leads to mental health risks. The primate is worn out. Please consider this an official requisition order for more subjects from the mainland. Okay, so they gave it a benzo, some LSD, something that seems like a chemical from amnesia, and then THC. That ape is partying. Okay, cryostasis usage policy. The cryostasis facility is a state-of-the-art installation allowing
Your mind space is muddled as a lime. See here, A is for alliteration. B is for bohemian. C is for carcinogenic.
Sounds like
so
me.
many long words taking up space in my new home. Here, let me do a little spring cleaning.
Oh no, my words.
You didn't need the periodic table, did you?
Okay. Well, that was rude. The cryostasis facility is a state-of-the-art installation allowing for cryogenic freezing of severely injured personnel who may be resuscitated at a later date. During freezing, users may or may not experience mild hallucination, to be confirmed when first user is successfully revived from stasis. The fair usage policy is, the following scenarios are considered acceptable cause for the use of the cryostasis facility. Any overseer or elevated cast member is critically ill or injured. Any lower cast member of the Archaic holding vital information is critically ill or injured. Any patients infected with a non-Terra virus or bacteria, provided they have first been deemed non-contagious. Any injured personnel with the following incurable ailments should enter stasis for later medical research: cardiomyopathy, glaucoma, polio, diabetes, or halitosis. Oh, man. Any elevated cast member deemed clinically dead should enter stasis for ceremonial purposes. Maintenance period for deceased users is to be increased pending research benefits at Greenland's site, making revival a potential solution. Wow, they were trying to find a way to bring people back from death. It's a real Hail Mary pass. Access is strictly forbidden to all non-medical personnel. At this time, the Archaic is unable to staff the facility 24 hours. As a result, heart rate sensitive wristbands have been issued to high priority, high risk personnel. Keep these wristbands with you at all times. They allow automated access to the facility in the event that the wearer's heart rate indicates high probability of approaching death. Postscript. Lower caste personnel are entitled to an opt-in, opt-out scheme, whereby they may choose to sign a consent form where, in the event of a critical injury, they will be entitled to at least partial cryostasis? Partial cryostasis does not sound reassuring to me. Okay. So I need to lower my heart rate. Bottle of Viscae Somnus. So I suppose... So I put that on, and then do I drink that? No, I think I need to... He deserved a good
Damn
nap.
it! For a moment there, I really thought that might have been curtains.
Good puzzle. This might be a good place to get like a higher caste iris, maybe? Maybe a head? Oh, hi. So I'm going to postpone my my stopping point for the night.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your backpack and I'm supposed to be the bad guy?
I'm going to postpone my stopping point for the night until I can grab... I need to go back to the computer room. Computer Central's at 3. That should be just like way to the north. I might be able to grab that guy's hand if he cut it off. I can't remember if he did, though. He might have been just yanking my chain. And I'll stop right before I go into the library. And I'm doing that just for Aaron, because Aaron seems very nice. And he always tunes in right before I stop. Did he cut off his hand? No, that's just a different piece of undifferentiated viscera. Hey, that asshole lied. He was supposed to cut his hand off. Come on. Did he put it in the drawer for safekeeping? I didn't really explore this place because I had that weirdo chasing me. I think the other infected started chasing me when I got into the machine room, so I might just need to go back there.
Oh, you know, I think he's calmed down now. Perhaps all he wants is a hug. Why not let him out?
Okay, yeah, let's go check out the machine room. I talk like I'm gonna go.
This is residential. The Archaic asks that viral biologists do not take their work home with them.
I talk like I'm gonna go to sleep. However, I'm like, I know I'm right at the end of Spider-Man, so I'm gonna go beat Spider-Man. 6. Okay, down all the way to the south, to the southeast, so over in this direction. So I'm gonna go beat Spider-Man and then go to sleep. Aaron asks, main game or DLC? Main game. Oh, shit. Yeah, I need the gas mask for that. I think maybe I was in the storage room when that happened, when I was interrupted. 5. Where is 5? Okay, it's all the way up. Yeah, the Spider-Man is very good and fun. Oh, friendly. Yeah, I'm having a very good time with it. I think it is the game that I've had the most fun. It's the game where movement is the most fun, and I'm including in that lofty praise even Crackdown.
Look here. It seems, yeah, the visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... There, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see.
Oh, okay.
Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
Yeah, and I'm sure if it went back to Crackdown and played it, I'd still have like a really good time. It's not like Spider-Man ruins that different thing for me, but hot damn, Spider-Man is just so joyful, you know? And, you know, there's a certain amount of just fan candy to like fighting Rhino and Scorpion at the same time. Stuff like that. Ah, damn it. I should have known that would happen. How many crates is equal to 1 Phillip? 3. 3 crates is equal to 1 Phillip. Aaron says, the day after Thanksgiving is, in my opinion, the biggest shopping day of the year. I just watched that episode. That's a really, really good episode. You defended the cat. You defended Troy Aikman more than you defended your own mom. I didn't drown that kid. So good. Okay. Dr. Richard Eminis, theoretic effects of controlled infection, report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, were we to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact. Translator Lafresque, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuro functions. Theory. Were an instance of the infection controlled and sustained, we may find that A, the virus seeks to help its host alive, seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be, quote, against the rules. Oh, okay, that's what Red was going through. And that B, the virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating just such an objective. Fact. When the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain functions as best it can to suit its own purposes. Theory. Were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, effectively perverting a small corner of the host's mind into the form of a secondary personality. So I must be going through what Red was going through. Fact. The Turngaait virus was released from, according to Lafresque, a tomb many centuries old. Theory. Were some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake. I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I.
Is he gonna run me into those lasers?
This is not the first time. Another was infected. Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
His face is melted. Good. God, I hear skittering. Are those spiders back? Oh no! Oh boy. Okay, so I've got the gas mask and I can go to Machine Land now. Oh, fuck.
Yeah! Feast on him, brother! Free us both!
Shit on me. Yeah, the rewatch should be easy. It was just added to Hulu. By which I mean King of the Hill was just added to Hulu, so Aaron's rewatch should be easy to accomplish. I guess it's all over for this guy. Let's see, is there anything I can use? Anything hard I can throw at the lock? Maybe that? I can use it to ram through it. What is this, Metro? Okay, steam pressure, statistics. And the operations. So hopefully that doesn't explode us all. Wonder if I can cut his hand off. Ah! Damn it.
Let me guess. That was an important corpse.
Oh no. Oh no! Okay. I think I know which way to do this. Lure him out this way, and then zap him. A second. Yay!
It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I finally work out how to end all this, you're coming with me.
It's not like he ate that hand, it's just a thing of that species. When they die, they throw up a hand, or a thing that looks very much like a human hand. Okay, I've got what I need. Let's go back and save outside. Wait, can I actually save? No, I can't. So, why don't I go and commit a save right now? And I can resume and presumably finish the game tomorrow. Yeah, there we are. Cool, thank you everybody for watching. If you would like to see more non-stream stuff, go to hexcrank.com and check out my most recent retrospective, the essay and the video essay about the very bad DOS dungeon crawler game Don't Go Alone. That is at hexcrank.com. If you would like to support the network, or support Hexcrank, I mean, go to patreon.com/hexcrank and do all the usual follow and subscribe stuff. Cool. That's all my salesman stuff. I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving. If you're traveling, please travel safely. And I hope to see you tomorrow night. Bye.